Every year, without warning, sharks begin appearing closer to shore. Not just in deep channels, not far offshore, but in water barely deep enough to cover a swimmer's shoulders. And most people never see them coming. Because when sharks move toward land, it usually means something in the ocean has already changed. Part 1. The pattern people ignore. It happens so gradually that most beachgoers never notice. A few extra sightings. A helicopter circling overhead. Warnings posted briefly, then forgotten. But beneath the surface, migration routes are shifting. Feeding zones are forming. And the shoreline begins overlapping with a predator's natural path. Sharks are not invading our space. Often, we are stepping into theirs. Part 2. Feeding season changes everything. As water temperatures rise, entire food chains begin to move. Bait fish gather in massive schools. Seals follow. And behind them, come the hunters. For a shark, feeding season is not random opportunity. It is survival. They must eat enough to sustain migration, reproduction, and constant motion. Which means efficiency matters. And shallow water can become the perfect trap. Prey has fewer escape routes. Panic creates vibration. Vibration travels incredibly far underwater. To a shark, it is like a dinner bell. Part 3. Why swimmers rarely notice. Here is what unsettles researchers the most. Many sharks detected near beaches were never seen by a single person in the water. No splashes. No dramatic fins. Just silent movement below visibility. Water clarity, glare, wave motion, all hide what swims beneath. From above, drones reveal something chilling. Swimmers often pass within yards of large sharks, completely unaware. Not because sharks are hunting them, but because humans barely register in a predator's energy calculations. We are simply sharing the water. Part 4. When conditions align, encounters become more likely when three factors overlap: feeding activity, low visibility, human presence. Remove one, risk drops. Combine them, and tension rises. Yet even then, sharks are not reckless attackers. They are cautious, economical, curious, which is why most pass without incident. But most is not never, and the ocean only needs one moment of confusion. Part 5. The psychological illusion of safety. Beaches feel controlled. Lifeguards, flags, families, noise. All signals that our brains interpret as safe. But the ocean has never agreed to that contract. It remains wild beneath the surface, unmapped in motion, indifferent to routines built on sand. When feeding season pushes life closer to shore, the boundary between human comfort and predator territory quietly dissolves. Most days end peacefully. But awareness, not fear, is what keeps people safer. Because the most dangerous assumption anyone can make about the ocean is that it behaves predictably. Final landing. Sharks are not villains. They are ancient survivors moving along routes older than our coastlines. If they are appearing closer to shore, it is not a mistake. It is a signal. A reminder that when we enter the water, we step into a world that does not belong to us. And the safest swimmers are not the strongest, but the most aware. Because the ocean does not need aggression to be dangerous. Only depth. Only movement. Only hunger. Every summer, as the sun beats down on the crowded beaches, families gather, laughter fills the air, and children splash in the shallow water. Yet, beneath the carefree surface, an ancient dance unfolds, sharks gliding silently, their instincts honed over millennia, chasing after the pulse of life that draws them closer to shore. The vibrant scene above masks an elemental truth. The ocean remains a realm governed by its own rules, where human presence is merely a fleeting whisper in the vast underwater expanse. As waves lap at the sandy shores, the predator's world converges with the beachgoer's sanctuary, creating a precarious balance that can shift in an instant. As the heat of summer intensifies, the shoreline transforms into a battleground of instincts and survival. Families set up their umbrellas, while nearby, fish congregate in tighter schools, unaware of the shadows circling below. Seals begin to bask lazily on the rocks, and the sharks, driven by an unyielding hunger, navigate their age-old routes with primal precision. Each splish and splash from excited children reverberates through the water, a silent signal felt by these apex predators. To them, the beachgoers are simply part of an ever-evolving landscape, one that promises both danger and sustenance. As feeding season peaks, the ocean's dynamics shift, culminating in a perfect storm where humans unwittingly tread into predator territory. With visibility low and the fish under duress, the sharks emerge closer than ever, their sleek forms a testament to the consequences of nature's wheel turning. One momentary ripple in the shallow depths can turn joyful shrieks into silence, highlighting the unpredictable threads weaving together life and death beneath the waves. The threshold between safety and peril narrows, casting an eerie shadow on beachside bliss. As beachgoers bask in the warmth of the sun, the energy of the ocean seems inviting, drawing people into its embrace. Yet, an invisible tension simmers below the surface, carefully masked by joyous laughter and the rhythmic crash of waves. With families sprawled on sandy towels and children building castles, many are blissfully unaware of the predatory grace lurking beneath. Every splash sends vibrations through the water, a language spoken among creatures who have thrived across epochs, defining their realm. Beach safety can feel like a promise, but it barely scratches the surface of genuine awareness needed for coexistence with these ancient hunters. As the day unfolds, the ocean's mysterious artistry paints a picture where innocence and instinct intertwine, silently reminding all who enter that they dance on the cusp of a delicate balance. But it takes only one errant moment for that balance to shift dramatically. A sudden surge of splashing sends ripples racing across the water, awakening the ever-watchful predators lurking beneath. A shark's senses, finely tuned to detect even the slightest tremors, pick up the disturbance. Its sleek body glides through the depths, curiosity ignited as it approaches the origin of the vibrations. What seems like a benign day at the beach teeters on the precipice of unpredictability. In a heartbeat, the world of sun-kissed shores and carefree laughter intersects with the raw instinct of survival. Unbeknownst to the families enjoying their seaside retreat, nature's apex predator edges ever closer, embodying the relentless force of an ocean unbound by human understanding. Awareness, rather than fear, emerges as the true compass for navigating this invisible realm. As the sun dips lower in the sky, the gathering shadows hint at a transition. Swimmers, unwittingly caught in a moment of serenity, remain blissfully unaware of the intricate web of life beneath them. In the end, the ocean's call is both alluring and treacherous, reminding us that respect for its depths is paramount. By embracing awareness over complacency, we honor the delicate balance that exists between our world and the untamed wilderness of the water. As we walk away from the shore, we take with us the understanding that safety lies not in ignorance, but in a mindful coexistence with nature's most formidable inhabitants.